Hey guys, welcome back. Today I want to specifically talk about Marathon Digital Holding Stock, ticker symbol MARA, and the two scenarios I see unfolding within the next week or two. So let's jump right into these charts and let's see what Marathon has to offer. Alright guys, so here we have the Marathon Digital Stock chart up on TradingView. So we're gonna keep things very simple. We're just gonna have, like I said, two scenarios. We're gonna focus on what the support lines are to see if we do break these support lines, we're gonna be going down further, and then what the potential high would be before seeing then a proper traction on the way back down. So right here, I have two Fibonacci uh, set of levels here for you guys. We have the blue one, which will be our support, and then we have this purple one, which you know what? Let's change these up real quick. Let's make these look a little. We're actually gonna do green for the resistance, so that's potential profit going up. Although we could be shorting this as well, but we're gonna do that, and then for these bottom ones, we're gonna go ahead and change that to red. I think this is a little bit more nicer to look at. It kind of reminds you kind of what to look out for. So what we have here is the potential tops. Now I got this by taking the, actually let me draw this out for you guys as well. Where is it? So in a Elliott wave structure, as you can see, if we look at the bigger picture, we did start a new support level here, a new little rally going up here, but hopefully we'll see this high this year as Bitcoin continues to go up. But short term and what we're going to be focusing on right now, again, this level, if we take the 1, 2, 3, 4, right here, 4, and then fifth wave, it should at least reach somewhere in this level. Now, these are very clear levels, at least in my opinion, they are very clear setup, nothing too confusing about this one. But if we take the start of the first wave, the top of the third wave here, and then the bottom of the fourth wave will give you this set of Fibonacci extensions right over here. The 1 to 1.618 is what I look for on these extension levels, and this is at least where the fifth wave should rise. Now it doesn't have to, but at least we should see this 100% extension at roughly $23.50 for this stock right here. So if this bottom one would just be a normal Fibonacci retracement, and you're going to start from the fourth wave up to the current high that we've seen so far, which will give you these levels right here. Now, ideally, I like the 0.25, the 0.5, and then the 0.75 extensions. Although we're going to just be using the 0.35, 0.5, 0.618 because that kind of makes sense to me, at least in this level that we're at right now, because it kind of shows previous resistances, and then it can also act as a potential support, which is the 1.618. Again, it's all my opinion, but let me go ahead and break this down for you guys. So, as we continue to go up on this fifth wave structure, there's two reasons why I see the price hitting at least our 100% extension right here with the base of this 5 uh, Elliott wave is, or the Elliott wave count. So if you go in the closer picture, so let me go to the 1 hour real quick. As you can see right here, this fifth wave is a 1, 2, 3, 4 wave structure. Now this little swing high on this shorter time frame is higher than this one, and then this one's lower than this one. To me, that is a proper top, and then this level down here where it broke below this, in my eyes, so right here, and then we saw a quick break below it. To me, that might be a liquidity grab. It might be the bigger players out there, the institutions, trying to get some liquidity here on this. So then we saw this little break of structure happening right here. So this continuing upwards, this very clear by the book trend where we have a little liquidity grab right here, and then the break of structure right here. To me, that indicates a lot of buying opportunity, or at least a lot of buying power on these other larger players and institutions out there. So to me, it does not make sense if we have this shallow rise, dip back to support, and then a higher rise again, barely passing the previous high right here. To me, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I don't see why we would see this crazy move, this such clear crazy move, and then have such a shallow rally, in my opinion. So to me, this indicates that the fifth wave structure is not done yet, and we are going to see it hit the Fibonacci extension up here around $23.50 for the stock. So again, it makes a lot of sense to me for us to eventually see this stock pop up and then break this level, potentially hitting 1.23, maybe $25. I'm not going too high on that just because there are a lot of interest rate fears with inflation rates and how chair of the what was his name, Jerome Powell would be looking at all this information. But regardless, due to all those fears, I don't see this stock going as high as this too soon. Although I do see definitely the $23.50 mark being broken. Again, it makes sense to me because we have such a clear textbook move right here, just so it can break this structure and then only give us like 10% move up on this very volatile stock. So again, well, not again, but let me go ahead and clear this up a little bit so you can kind of look at what the next moves potentially will be and what to look out for, maybe what you guys want to be careful on for those of you trading tomorrow. So we have this. Okay, so we have this smaller wave count. So the 1, 2, 3, and then potentially 4 can be anywhere in this range. And then we'll go ahead and finish up and finish the fifth wave up here within the smaller structure. So we have a bigger structure and then the smaller structure, indicating that although it does not have to occur, we do see a potential fourth wave completing around here. So then we can go ahead and move back up onto the this 100% extension around $23.50. So what I would like to see, and what to me right now is very clear, is that as long as we are holding these red support lines, and again the 0.5 extension, so oh, it's kind of far off, isn't it? Let me move this closer. Yeah, there you go. So this 0.5 extension to me is the absolute bottom. This 0.618 is very weak, right? So if we break this 0.5 retracement, this is very weak. I don't see this holding. I do see us breaking below easily $16 if we do not hold this bottom two support levels. But we do see the price starting to consolidate a little bit and kind of providing a little bit of buying opportunity, or at least buying pressure on this top 0.35 retracement. I wouldn't take this trade personally just because we have this support line down here, could fall a bit further. And then we also have this really big gap, or a fair value gap right here around about $17 to $18. This big gap where we have this bottom wick, the top wick, and we have all of this space in between, could eventually act as a pullback, or at least a magnet for this, and then making it go back down a little bit more. Although I would not be surprised if this pops up and then finally finishes at fifth wave. I am considering this fifth wave to really occur, although it absolutely does not have to, but in my opinion, I do see this easily occurring just because we are still holding these support levels. As soon as this area is broken and we're in this area, I just see the stock falling and potentially hitting a previous low around like $15 or a bit lower. But until then, if that happens, I will make a video showing what the potential bottom would be. But as of right now, we are holding support, so I don't see that as something that's necessary. Although it could arrive quickly. But again, if we are holding support levels, I see these potential tops playing out within the next week or two, regardless of the interest rate news that are coming out. So again, we're holding the support, um, which is around these recent resistance. So that's a really good area to be looking at right now. And then eventually we should see this stock just kind of pushing up, maybe doing like a little bit of a 1-2 pattern all the way up. It's showing a little bit of weakness around this area as we approach this previous resistance. It will probably fall back down. But then that's when we will draw out this next extension, which is the same as this one, just a little higher. The 0.5 is my ideal one for this one. So if we see the stock go up, we want to see it break this, then eventually fall back down, but not break below down. So we want to see it break up, but not break below. So break up, show some strength on these retracement levels, and then eventually pulling itself back up and reaching close to $24. As of right now, that's what I'm looking at. This is very clear setup, at least to me. I really like these Fibonacci and Elliott wave trading structures. It's a really good way to understand the charts a little bit more, and then kind of seeing what risk profile would, where your risk profile would be. So again, guys, we are holding support levels. If these are broken, then I will be making a video trying to figure out where the potential bottom will be. Until then, trade as your risk tolerance makes how that makes sense to you. But again, we have this potential 1, 2, 3, 4th wave still unfolding. It could have bottomed already, but again, we don't have confirmation yet until we go up, reach that resistance or retracement levels that drew out, and then eventually pushing back up towards $23.5 to $24. So we have a bigger an overall 5th wave that is still unfolding, and then in the smaller picture again, we still have a 4th wave that is unfolding. Marathon Digital Holdings, I think it's the best. I'm not trying to be biased, but I think it's the absolute best mining company out here in North America. They're really growing very well, and I'm excited to see what their earnings are going to be in the future. But as interest rates continue to unfold, and as this trade continues to unfold as well, I'll keep you guys updated. Again, we're currently at a support, but we have no confirmation of this stock starting to go up. We can see it push down a bit more, and again, this 0.5 and 0.618 gap is it's a dangerous area. So as long as we hold this area, we could see this unfolding. And then until then, again, one more time, we want to see break above, not break below it, and then push back up, and then finally closing out a potential trade in this area once we have confirmation that we are going up. So you want to see these smaller resistance lines get break around here, and we have another one here. We want to see that unfold and then potentially trade the gap around this area right here. But until then, again, we're wait for this to unfold. There's no need to rush, especially in such a volatile market and such a volatile stock as well. So guys, thanks for watching. Hope this made sense. I know I repeat myself a lot, but hopefully this made sense to you guys. And if you follow me on social medias, which I'll have my social medias linked down below, I'll be putting out more frequent updates on this trade and then some other trades I will be looking at as well before I'll be posting on YouTube. So you can stay up to date on there, as well as our Discord. I'll be posting on Instagram, X, Discord well before I post anything on YouTube. So guys, hopefully this makes sense to you. Hope you guys have a great day, and you know, just keep evolving this trading community, right? Have a good day.